Okay, Barry Hunter. Also, recent news just transpired that Tim Bradley has announced that he's leaving as coach of 10 years in Joel Diaz, which I guess coming to you is a shock. I know a lot of people probably try to reach out to you coming into camp, seeing what you're doing. Not sure if you would take on a former opponent. Like you already explained to me, Lamont and Tim had a relationship in the amateurs. They fought and they had some. They had a good relationship. But give me your thoughts on the direction that he should go. There's been some rumors of Teddy Atlas, his Buddy McGirt, old school coaches. Not that's knock on those guys what they accomplished, but like I said, it's difficult after 10 years just to leave a relationship like that. What are your thoughts?
Wow, it's the first time I heard of this. I'm kind of sad about it because I know both those guys. Again, got relationships with these dudes, and that's crazy, man. Because, like you said, that's a lot of years, man. Successful years.
Yeah.
It's not like
title belts and all that.
From the grind, and a lot of times when you make a change like that, if it's not broke, that old saying, don't try to fix it. You make changes like that, a lot of times it can be for the worst. I remember I had a conversation with an individual. This is during the time where, one of the fighters, we don't put him on blast. At the time, he was shooting up the ranks, just lighting boxing up. Had a smile like this room up, so he was, highly marketable. And, before he wasn't even a contender, this cat was, getting venues and bringing like 10,000 people in there. I know because I was there. And got to the point where, a situation came where he made a decision, which made me react in a way that I said, okay, if you got the game, and you understand more than me now it's time for me to take flight. And I left, and I ended up going with the U.S. team. Well, of course, because of that change, and we had that same connection that Tim had with Joel D. And, the rest was history, man. It went downhill from there. This is a dude that should have been a superstar. Should have been a superstar. There's no reason he shouldn't have been. But because, conversation unbeknownst to me and, a change that wasn't necessary because we were hot. That same dude, now don't nobody even know his name. And when they call him as an opponent. Again, me and Boogie used to sit alongside because people don't understand, we call ourselves ghostwriters, right, Boo?
That's right.
People don't understand how many people that you see on TV that's either world champion or about to fight for world title or have fourth world title that me and Boogie work with, nobody even knew it was us. We do our job in here and, they go out and they got a whole nother corner. We were cool with that. That was the deal. But going back to Tim and Joe D, when you make a change like that, you have to be very, very careful because it could have just the opposite effect. Now, if something happened that we don't know, as far as those two are concerned, and Timmy felt as though it was time to make a change, then you can't argue with that. Things happen sometimes. Or the same thing with Joel Diaz. Maybe something happened that we don't know about that prompted this change. But if it was based on somebody getting in your ear, trying to tell you something about this 10-year relationship that has been successful within 10 years, that could be very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
I hope for Tim's sake that's not the case. I hope, that they parted on good terms. Again, I'm sad behind it because, when it works, it works. That's like me and Anthony, Lamont, and Boogie not being together. Come on, man. That's the core, the foundation of the headbangers.
It kind of tears up, like, if you guys eventually get a rematch with him. It kind of tears up. You be like, something was missing there, right?
Missing
Am I right, Book, about that?
You know, there's something missing out of it. Andre Ward, Virgil Hunter, you know, Mike Stafford, Adrian Bronner, Rashid Warren. You know, some relationships just go together and they work together. You know what I mean? And I would definitely, you know, hate to see it, but you know, nevertheless, if that's something that's happening, and they've already, you know, parted ways. You know, hopefully, like I said, they did it in a peaceful manner. You know, one that you know, relationship where though they can still go back to one another and everything's cool. Great. If not, man, I wish them well. However it is, you know, I wish Tim well in his new journey. And as far as Diaz is concerned, I hope, you know, because I know this man. You know what I mean? He's one of the solid guys in boxing, one of the good dudes in boxing, and he about his work. You know what I mean? And so, you know, because of the work that he's put in over the years, you know, with Timmy and other fighters, you know, I hope, you know, if nothing else, he get one like Tim or better than Tim down the stretch, because he deserves it. Because people don't understand, when you raise these kids, man, I'm still calling them kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You raise these guys, you know, some of them from ground zero. I mean, some of these dudes, man, was, you know, 5 or 6 years old, all the way up to world titles and stuff like that. And then, you know, one day you wake up and they're gone, or they done listen to some garbage and let somebody coerce them or going in a whole nother direction. And the crazy part about it, a lot of them relationships, when they leave, look at Chad Dawson.
Yeah.
Look at how many
numerous trainers.
Numerous trainers he had, and look what happened to him in his career. And Chad can fight. You know, I mean, the list just go on. You know, and again, if nothing is wrong with that situation, leave it alone. And it's easy for somebody to come along and tell you what you should do with your money after you get the money, but them same people couldn't tell you how to get money. And wasn't there when you were grinding to get it. So a lot of times, man, sometimes you gotta close the door on that garbage and be done. Out of 100%, maybe 5% of the time, the individual that's talking to you could be right. For the most part, it's all bullshit.